And also moving further, you have unlimited storage. Whoa. Unlimited storage? What am I talking about? Unlimited storage in terms of photographs and in terms of videos. Well, since the camera has been made good, Google believes that users should be given an unlimited storage, but but only in the cloud area. You cannot have unlimited storage in your normal memory. Well, where would you store all those photographs? It will be stored on the Google Drive, or you can also call it as Google Photos. Basically, it is Google Photos as they have mentioned, but as far as my knowledge goes, everything is stored on the Google Drive, where you will be having unlimited storage for all those photographs and videos you take, even at full resolution, or even UHD or 4K, or all those high resolutions, without having any distortion in your photographs, without it being compressed and it being shown to you. It's going to be stored at the full quality as you have taken it and in your Google Pixel. Also, you have the Nougat updates, which has come for this phone. You have the Nougat 7.1 and not Nougat 7.0. We can find the first phone which came out with the Nougat update, which is the LG V20, whereas the Google Pixel comes with Nougat 7.1 straight on the dot, and is said to have updates maybe up to 2 or 3 years. That's what they have said. Also, you have the 15. So suppose if you happen to charge your phone, your Google Pixel, just for 15 minutes, it is sufficient enough to give you an upstaying time and awake time of 7 hours. Yeah, believe me, this has been proven, and the Google Pixel is really good in the camera, in the battery area. I forgot to tell you guys this, but you have two sizes out here. You have the normal Pixel, which is a 5-inch phone, and the Pixel XL, which is a 5.5-inch phone, and there was no real discrimination between these two phones. Yeah, of course, you have this battery area is what I'm going to be talking about, wherein you have, for the 5-inch phone, you have 2700 mAh battery, whereas for the Pixel XL, you have a 5000 mAh battery, which seems to be pretty good, so that you can, venture out throughout the day and click photographs as you go. So also moving further, you have 24/7 customer care with Google. So in case you happen to have any problems with your Google Pixel or the Pixel, there will be Google support, which is always with you, and you can find that in the settings, where you have the customer care support, and you can have that live screen sharing and all that stuff. And the Google Pixel is said to also be VR compatible. So Google has its own VR, the virtual reality, which has just been come out in the Google event which happened for the Google Pixel. So you have the Google VR. So along with that, you can put your phone, or I mean the Google Pixel inside it, and you can use it beautifully. And yes, this phone does have an AMOLED screen, which is much more better than the iPhones, because the iPhones have been just having IPS LCD. So in this phone, you have the total AMOLED display. If you do not know the meaning of AMOLED, you can go and look up right here. So once display is the only reason you are watching this video. And yes, this phone has a Type-C charging port, and yes, of course, you have the headphone jack. Now, why is there a big argument with the headphone jack? Is iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus the first phones to have an headphone jack? No, completely not. You can look up in the video right here whether the iPhone 7 does have or does not have the headphone jack. Of course, it does not have the headphone jack, but you can go and look it up right here so that you can have more details on what the iPhone 7 is if I compare it to the Google Pixel. You will have a proper idea. So what I'm talking about is, yes, you do have a headphone jack, and is the headphone jack good or bad for all of us? Well, the headphone jack is good for all those people. Is actually really good because you can listen to music and maybe charge your phone at the same time, or maybe do some other work with the 3.5mm jack. You can really have it good because you'll be buying adapters which is having both a USB Type-C as well as a 3.5mm jack, and that is just shelling out extra money. So I would say that yes, you should have a 3.5mm jack in your phone. And also, if I go to see why is there a disadvantage with the 3.5mm jack, the reason is because we have moved further on with technology. If I have to be talking about ports. We previously had those DVI or those VGA ports, which has now moved into HDMI. The internet cables or all those jacks have been upgraded, and it has been much better. If I have to be comparing all this stuff, yes, of course the headphone jack has to go, but no, not right now. Right now is a major time where you can actually use those headphones, because those 3.5mm jacks is all that is available in the market right now. You don't really find those Type C or those Lightning jack headphones everywhere. You have to go a little here and there, but yes, of course you'll get it. But yes, let's say that the 3.5mm jack is much more beautiful than the Type C or the Lightning port jack. So the hardware is said to be pretty good on the Google Pixel, whereas even the software is said to be good. It has no lags. It has a good processor, the Qualcomm, the Snapdragon 821 processor, which is said to be the first in line for the high-end processors. So yeah, the processor is pretty good as that compared to nothing. So the processor is pretty good. You have a 3 gig RAM, you have a storage option of maybe 32, you have a storage option of 32 GB and the 128 GB, which is available in the market. It is not available in India yet. It is still yet to come, pre-order it. It is available in US and Canada. Yeah, of course, you could go ahead and have a look at it. It is good. It is good. It is worth a phone. Come on, you've been given unlimited storage for your photos and videos. Of course, you need to be online for that. You need to have maybe Wi-Fi or an unlimited cellular connection. But yes, the Google Pixel is recommendable, but not for those people who have been struggling with their internet connections and all that stuff. It is still not ready for all of you guys. For you guys, if you happen to get stuck with your internet connections and all that stuff, the Google Pixel is still not recommendable. But yes, the Google Pixel is much better than the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus, because what I would say is the 6S and the 6S Plus variants have just been dragged into the 7 and the 7 Plus, besides the camera and the processor and the RAM. There's nothing much more better on that. Of course, it has been declared as a dust and water resistant, so even the Google Pixel is water and dust resistant. But yes, Google is moving further with technology. Apple is making very slow progress. Now it's up to you on which phone you want to go for. Well, we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Take care and subscribe.